What is up? Welcome to itmeWeekly. JP here. We're back on track this week, guys. We've got shows that it's going to be a great week. I'm excited. I come to you now 1 year older. Well, it's only been a week, but I am a year older. But what I'm trying to say is my birthday was yesterday, and I'm back in Dallas. Took a quick vacation down to San Antonio, and now all is well. We're all good. We're back. I'm back in Dallas. I got a new haircut. Looks good. I need a new camera though. I got to stop using a webcam. I'm gonna buy a professional camera. That's on my list of things to buy in the future, as well as a 50-inch TV. I don't know why. I'm just gonna do it. And what else? A PlayStation 4. An Xbox One, maybe a whole new computer. I don't know why I'm even talking about this. Let's talk about what's going on this week as we jump to the schedule for the week. All right, guys. I'm sure the first thing that you guys are scanning for is Dark Heresy, and it's on. And there's no packs to get anyone sick. So there's no excuses this time. But we'll get to that because it's later on in the week. Of course, there's a big game coming out this week by the name of Grand Theft Auto 5, and on Twitch, if you watch my stream, I will be streaming that all week long, well, Tuesday through Thursday. I'm going to go pick up the game tomorrow morning at Fry's. I don't want to go wait in any midnight launches. I'm too old for that shit, Riggs. But 11 a.m. to, I don't know, whenever, probably late night, maybe take a break or two to get some food. I'll be streaming GTA 5 for the next 3 days, Tuesday through Thursday, starting each day at 11 Eastern, 3 p.m. GMT. By the way, if there's a better time zone for Europeans, let me know, and let me know what time it starts so I don't have to do the actual math, because math sucks. Friday, we've got a normal show of 8 bits. It's going to be myself and DJ Wheat, and we might have a special desk? Fucking Twitter. Don't ever read Twitter while recording. Might have a special guest. I got the end of the word right. But because of the chances of it being very slim, I don't want to announce who it is. Regardless, the show will happen, even if it's just me and Wheat, because that's normally who it is. But if the guest works out, then that'll be cool too. So you can check that out. 1 o'clock Eastern, 5 o'clock GMT on Friday, myself and DJ Wheat. The stream is over at twitch.tv/DJ Wheat. Of course, you can check the VOD out here on itmeJP as it gets uploaded later that day. And now, what everyone's probably already closed the video for, it's none other than Dark Heresy as it makes its return. I think I beat the 35-day period that we had for the last stream, which is just ridiculous. 1 o'clock Eastern on Saturday, a very European-friendly show. We will be having our 3rd episode of Warhammer Dark Heresy, RollPlay Dark Heresy, set in the Warhammer 40k universe. That's what I was going for. And we 99% should have the premiere of the intro video, which my graphics guy Daniel has been working on. I've seen the rough cut. I've seen the final rough cut, and I'm having a couple, 2 or 3 things changed. But other than that, it should be good. It looks awesome. I might preview it here or even release the whole thing prior to Saturday. But the VODs and the intro for the Twitch stream will have it, so I'm super excited to debut that. Now, Sunday, we most likely will have a D&D stream. The reason that I say most likely is because I haven't talked to anyone other than Jeff. He's in. But I haven't confirmed with anyone else on the show yet. But we should be able to do a show. I was out of town. I mean, there's a million reasons why I haven't talked to them yet. But regardless, we will have a show on Sunday. You can simply go over to twitch.tv/itmeJP, type !roleplay, all lowercase, into the chat, and it will give you a countdown for the show. As well as you can follow twitter.com/realroleplay, and that is going to be all the latest and greatest from the world of roleplay. Decided to make my own Twitter account for it because why not? People were always wanting one, and I figured it's probably another good way to get information out there. That's the schedule for the week. Oh, of course, every day at 4 o'clock Eastern, we'll be having RollPlay D&D Week 28 VODs all the way up until probably Sunday. I will have all of the VODs out for that. And YouTube VODs of RollPlay Dark Heresy will, of course, start Saturday evening. And I will most likely draw those out because who knows the next time we'll play. That's it, though, for the questions and streams. Basically, it's a big GTA 5 week. Once I finish GTA 5, we'll probably go back to playing some BF3 on stream, as well as I want to finish Kingdom Hearts 1.5 Final Mix HD YOLO Swag 420XX because I think that game looks great, and I'm also playing it really on the hardest setting, Proud Mode, where I chose Sword and then Shield, and then I want to be strong and I want to grow old, which I think is the hardest settings in the game. I'm sure people will correct me in the comments section. But it's really hard, and I'm really enjoying it. So that's what you can look forward to on Twitch and here on YouTube. Let's go ahead and answer some fan mail, because I love fan mail. Of course, questions can be submitted over at r/itmeJP, the sticky post at the top of the page. Post them in there. I answer them 3 a week. And the first question comes from Man0311. Are you doing anything around esports anymore? Well, maybe. I don't know. I got tired of the... I just got tired. I was the content is pretty much all the same there. Every show is the iteration of another show, which is an iteration of another show. There's really no unique content in that, at least in the StarCraft world. I feel like League of Legends is definitely more interesting for me as a viewer right now, simply because of all the things going on with Worlds. I'm more interested in that. Of course, Dota 2, the International, I was super interested in that. I can't get involved in StarCraft 2 anymore, and I think that was because for the better part of 2.5 years, it was kind of my job, and it kind of wore me out because it was like if I wasn't doing StarCraft 2 or playing it or talking about it or doing a state of the game or just doing something StarCraft 2 related, I stressed myself out. And the fan base of the game stressed me out by tweeting like, why aren't you streaming? You're streaming a normal... Like, I did not want to stream other video games because I was worried that the community and the fan base would just be like, what are you doing? You silly fuck. Like, why aren't you playing StarCraft 2? So, in terms of esports content, right now it's all kind of like looking and waiting. I don't think I'll ever do a League of Legends show. I think that's too established. Dota 2 probably will never do a show there, but I do enjoy watching it. It's just right now I'm happy with how roleplay is going and kind of trying to make my way slowly into just general game coverage. So we'll see where that leads me, and eventually I probably will go back to esports because it's where I made my name. It's where I quote unquote grew up, both as a person and both kind of business wise. So eventually, Man0311, eventually I'll go back to it. I don't know in what form, though, so don't ask that. Second question from Dartcoon. Have you ever been paid to do a JPOV of a publisher/developer's game? No. If you were offered money to do a JPOV of a specific game, would you take it? Probably not. Except if I could be open about the fact that I took the money, and I could still give them a negative comment, because I don't give scores or anything like that, and talk about the game in a negative light, or in a bad light if it's a bad game. I don't want my opinion of things to be replaced with money, so that I can give a good opinion or a incorrect opinion, a false opinion. I think that was kind of instilled in my schooling when I was in college as a journalism student, and as kind of where my roots are. Can't really do that, so probably not. It would be a weird line. I would definitely disclose. You had a third question, and if you did, was you disclose that information? I would definitely disclose that information. In fact, I did a Most recently, last week when I did the World of Warplanes thing for Fan Friday, the referral link in there directly supported me monetarily. So I said that outright, and I felt really weird about that whole thing to begin with. So much so that I probably won't do anything like that. I don't like. I shilled stuff when I was at MLG for 2 years. I do not enjoy doing that. I also don't want people to play a game to support me. I was talking with Total Biscuit about it, and he said it best. He doesn't want people to play a game to support him. He would rather them play the game on their own volition, and if it's a good game, then they can kind of figure that out on themselves. Otherwise, you're just feeding numbers into something that the person may not necessarily enjoy, only to support you as a person, which is a little weird, a little fake. So I don't know. There is a, for the longest time, game journalism has always dealt with this problem, and now it's kind of coming over into the YouTube world. And if you're really going to kind of go the journalistic route of looking at games and giving your opinion on games, you really have to be careful where you take your money and how you discuss that with your fans. If you're just a channel that is showing gameplay, cool highlights, things like that, then if a company invites you to get exclusive footage of a game for whatever reason, and they fly you out to blah 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 and wine and dine you and stuff, then that's fine, right? You're technically just an arm of the marketing arm of that. This is kind of going off the question, but you're basically a marketing arm of that company. And if that's fine with you as a person, then that's fine with me as a person. I think that people just need to be upfront about that type of stuff, because it can get a little weird when you're watching a video of footage that you're getting paid to do, and giving a opinion about it, which is obviously going to be, regardless of the fact if you say it's unbiased, it'll be a little biased because they just spent like $2 or $3 grand on you. That's going to have some sort of impact, at least I think personally, on the person. So yeah, a long-winded answer for a fairly simple question. We'll go back and recap the questions. Have you ever been paid to do a JPOV of publisher developer game? No. If you offered money to do a JPOV of a specific game, would you take it? Yes, only under certain circumstances. Those are that I could be very open about the fact that I got this game from a publisher and am being paid to review it or give comments on it. And also the fact that I could be negative on it. And if you did, would you close that information? Yes, that would be the other third stipulation, is that I can talk freely about the fact that I was given money to talk about this game. Those are three very important things to me that I will not sign anything to do. Thank you, Dark Coon, for the question. Hopefully I answered it not correctly, but as well as you wanted me to. Third and final question from Professor Mordred. How often would you say you, Day9, and Wheat hang out? Well, me and Day9 usually talk, I don't know, 2 or 3 times throughout the day, whether it's on Skype, whether it's just chit-chatting with each other. If we're at events and stuff, we're always pretty much around each other if we got a break, if we're not working, etc. This past weekend when I was in San Antonio, yesterday actually, for dinner, DJ Wheat was there for some other stuff, and he was in town, so we went to dinner, or lunch rather, with my family, and that was kind of weird. So we are definitely kind of friends outside of work, but for the most part, work kind of, the three of us have a hard time, at least this is my take on it, have a hard time kind of differentiating work from play and friendship, where we're all kind of like 8 bits for me and DJ Wheat. It's not, we don't consider that work. It's basically us having a channel to talk about video games, and we both enjoy that. And then that's kind of what that is. So we're lucky enough to have something like that. So it's really cool. And yeah, hopefully that's the answer you were looking for. So thank you, Man0311, Dark Coon, and Professor Mordred. That's it for itmeWeekly. I think this was a little bit of a long episode, but that's okay. So we will see you all hopefully on the GTA 5 stream, twitch.tv/itmeJP if you want to watch that live, as I'm going to be playing the hell, the shit out of GTA 5. And of course, I'll see everyone on Saturday for Dark Heresy if you're watching it live. If not, we'll catch you on the VOD here on YouTube. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for supporting. Thank you all for everything. I'm out. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.